So we tried this once. I'm trying again. Welcome back to the channel. This time we're discussing cameos, and in my opinion, just it sound like a broken record, but don't come into this game and say, oh, I'm gonna play Cyrax with Brock, Cyrax Johnny, Cyrax this, or Riku's only good with Darius. Like, because don't get me wrong, yes, they're strong picks. They're not weak by any means, but I personally find the game more enjoyable when I play with what I want to play with, right? Like Lime here, right? I don't know what the optimal Lime supposed it is or whatever, but I really like her with Scorpion. I don't know why. So it's right here. I'm terrible. Hold on. This is not Lime. This is Sindel. I'm stupid. Hold on. I had to complete. I'm tired. Okay. Point being, okay. Let's okay. Sindel Striker. Let's go with that. So there's two ways I think of Sindel. Sindel with Striker, Sindel with Frost, in my opinion, because Frost will push the enemy back, keep her safe. She has her held cameo button is actually pretty strong. Her freeze is full screen sun. Sorry, but I think Striker might be her best pick. You know the reason why. Serve your queen. Because of the way the buff works, she can spam grenades better than anyone else in the cast. And she has high fireball, which she can machine gun out, low fireball, and instant air fireball. It's kind of hard to get right, but once you get it right, it has no recovery. And of course, up close, she has a 10 frame high, so it's not a true mid, but it's a 10 frame high. It's still gonna put in work. It still does what it needs to do, and you can easily do whatever you want. I'm terrible. Okay, point being, it's just, I like seeing the creativity of different cameos of different characters, right? For all I know, someone will pick Sindel up and just take, uh, uh, I don't know, take Scorpion and like make her like do some insane combos, right? But she's not gonna have as much utility as someone playing her with Striker, or Frost, or Sector, or whoever. Like I don't know. I just appreciate the fact that this game lets you have options, true options, instead of ham-fisted or typecast or whatever you want to, whatever verb or word you want to use. Um, like MK11. MK11 was pretty much for Terminator was you take Running Man, you take Death Grip, and take Teleport. That's your pretty much your best variation, and you don't really use anything else. For Scorpion, you always hit the teleport cancel. Like there was always a guarantee. For in this game, there's a couple instances like that where it's hard to argue, but for the most part, you should be totally fine using whoever you want, whenever you want, whatever you want, however you want. For example, Ashura, most people recommend Goro. Ashura Goro is probably her best bet. Realistically, yeah, probably, but you don't have to. Ashura's good on her own. You don't need Goro. It helps a lot. It really does. But you can also run Ashura by herself and just pick who you want to play as. Maybe take Sub-Zero so you don't have to worry about zoning ever again. That to me is the real core of this game, is the fact that player expression and player choice is back in a way I haven't experienced in a Mortal Kombat game. Really, maybe since MKX. Because MKX, you could actually feel the difference between different people playing for the most part. But like my Sindel, I haven't found a Sindel yet who I've like we're doing the same grab. You know, we're doing the same kind of things. Like my combos are different from their combos. My setups are different from their setups, right? And it's like the same with Reiko, the same with even my not really Havoc. I don't think I've actually fought another Havoc at all. Like you will run into characters eventually where it's like, yeah, you're doing the same crap because we don't have options to do. Like General Shao on paper looks awesome, right? Stance character, he has a command grabbing, a close stance, like all this cool stuff. I'm like, all right, that'd be fun. And then I play him and I'm like, dude, you are not doing it for me. Like there's something about you and how you played that I do not enjoy this, right? But someone else was like, dude, I love General Shao. General Shao's my favorite character. It's like I use him with Haru, but it's like that's probably Xiao's best pick is Mataro, or either him or Lao. But that's assuming you want to play him like a mixed character. Unless you just really want to play on footsies, then you're good with almost anybody. So like that, there's just so much variety as far as like players, like what does this player want? Do you want the overhead low mix with Xiao and do your full combos and stuff, or do you want utility from other cameos or big damage from other cameos? Like Jax's air grabs do some stupid amounts of damage for almost anyone who launches. So I just hope this video helps you to understand cameos and understand why, to me, like, I'm not using Darius, I'm not using any of these meta picks because I just never really care for the meta for the most part, honestly. Because it's just more fun to me to play how I want to play, right? I find the tick I like, I go with it, right? So like if we go find Havoc or Reiko or somebody who can show off a little bit like with what I do.
Player 1,
Reiko, where is
Player
he?
1, Striker.
Striker.
Sub-Zero.
Okay,
The
so
Fire Temple.
so here's the nice thing about Reiko and Striker, right? So
Auto.
So if I do this, it's a true block string. Back 2 is so plus that stand 1 is a true block string. They cannot armor out of that. So it's back to 1, 2, and then you have just a lot of time to confirm. But like the other side of it as well is boom. And then from there, like the Ogi is so good on this that you can do whatever you want. You have the low mix, overhead mix, forward grenade, close grenade. So like for example, so basically at that point you're just covering yourself, making yourself a safe armored move, which does 11% respectable damage, sure. But it also just lets you, like in the corner, like they can't jump as far as I can tell. Hold on, let me see if I can set this right.
Block. Escape. Throw escape. Stands. Stands hold. Up block. Random. Left. Normal. Random. Left. Normal. Jump forward. Jump backward. Left.
Just have him jump back. I thought it was okay, point at whatever. Guess I'm wrong. But the point being, it's just I just appreciate seeing like other cameos. Like for example, to me, I find Lee May with Scorpion or Lee May with Jax to be really good for both of them. Jax forces them to jump and lantern setups, so the no-brainer right there. Plus, it helps her confirm for bigger damage if he does the air grabs. But Scorpion is kind of nasty because Scorpion gives her a half screen safe on block overhead launcher, and lets her get bigger damage on all her any string she does, anything she does, it just gets much bigger damage. She has at that point she'll have a 7-frame mid reversal, so that is a true guaranteed punisher against a lot of cast members, and full combo. Just for a bar and a cameo, and she gets a full combo, like which very few characters in the game can do, and she only does that because Scorpion lets her do it. You know, you can argue for like Striker with Lee May to help with their neutral and this, that, whatever, a whole bunch of different things, or like Frost, but like this is why I love this game. There's just so much player choice and player creativity that, you know, you might find like 3 different Reikos, but they'll play a bit differently because of cameos. Like you can actually feel a difference. Like for me, depending on the matchup, I really like to abuse the shurikens because they're stupidly strong. Plus, if you gotta hold the shuriken, you gotta hold Striker's grenades, so you're just building up so much. Because you're building so much bar from 5 shurikens and 2 grenades, you're building a lot of bar. Plus, they're safe on block, plus on block, you know, all these other situations. So it just results in kind of absurd zoning with a grappler blend. and when you get in close, I have a 21% command grab. At which point, if I time it right, my striker's grenades will meaty, and I can pressure you into another command grab. It's kind of nasty. But of course, Darius, Darius full combo, blah blah blah. Like to me, that's not appealing because I like the extra utility and neutral control of other cameos and stuff like that. So if you guys have any cameos or pairings you like, please feel free to drop in the comments. I'd like to read about them, see if they're viable. Maybe give them a shot on stream. Thanks again for watching. See you guys next time.